Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. And nothing really going on at the moment on the weekly. We had these tails to the upside, tails to the downside. The only positive that I can take out of price action so far this week is that we have tested the 155 with a pin bar, and we have got above it. So right now, you're looking at different bits of structure, and right now we're testing this level here. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is on a tear to the upside. It could be forming a double top, and you can see a bit of divergence here as well. So when the oscillators are grouped like that, you've got to be a little bit careful and sort of pay attention to the bigger picture, because it often sort of reverses off a level like this when you see this kind of setup on the oscillators. So yeah, probably another pullback onto the 155, more than likely sometime today, tomorrow, or let's just say sometime this week. This is really tight on the 3 hour as well. See, we did ease off a little bit yesterday and get going, but now we're sort of consolidating into a bit of a wedge. So I would expect a little bit of a pullback. There is another level here, right there from last week, and that's last week's high. So we did test it yesterday, but yeah, let's just get down to the hour. Often when you're a little bit confused as to what to see, it often means that you just need to sit quietly and wait for something to happen, and that's kind of my advice that I would give you this morning. So there is this area as well here, but then you've got that area there. So yeah, moral of the story at the moment is we are kind of top of a pretty big consolidation area, right? So to get back to the 8 hour, you can see, that's quite a big consolidation area. Look to the left, what has happened when we've got into this area. We've kind of either sort of found support in this area, or we found resistance in this area. So keep that in the back of your mind. The question is, are we just going to continue moving to the upside, which sometimes it does, make no bones about that, but I would prefer a move to the downside. So the trend is up on the hour. We're definitely looking to buy. We don't really want to be buying when the oscillators like that. We want the oscillators, sort of in this kind of fashion. We want them away from the 80. That's just indicating that it's overbought. So it's not something that you want to be chasing just yet on the hour. The daily and the weekly is a different story. It can stay like that for a long time, but often on the lower time frames, you'll see it'll stay there for a bit, and then it'll ease off a bit. Even there, eases off. So that's kind of what we're looking for. I'd be interested in buying at 34,684, but with a really tight stop, or alternatively somewhere a little bit deeper down here at 34,512. Does break the trend line that we have going at the moment. So I'd proceed with a little bit of caution, but this one here is well worth it, 34,684, and then the other one obviously 34,800. Again, guys, I would be looking at the 15-minute. Look at how nice and structured this was in it's on the European Open. So just before the European Open, we started rallying, and then the US Open, we got into this confusion mode. So yeah, that's kind of the view that I've got. Look at this wedge it's forming. It does make sense to even this area as well. That would also offer a fairly decent area to buy, which is 34,750. Okay, so moral of the story today is on the 15-minute, you're looking for 34,800. If you can get down there and get some price action, so a pin bar, engulfing bar, or an inside bar, definitely opportunity to buy. And then the same is true on 34,750, and then also on 34,684. So put your levels in, put your alerts on. When price gets there, you just need to watch the first couple of bars on the 15-minute just to see what's happening, and you start getting some structure. You're looking for an entry above that structure and a stop just below the structure. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.